Welcome back to the Cryptoverse, guys, and today I have a different video for you guys today. Today I'm going to be telling you guys my top 3 coins that I think will be some good performers for July, since we just started a new month within the market. So that means a new candle has been placed onto the monthly chart. With that being said, let's hop on over into the Cryptoverse and let's get on into these charts. Welcome into the Cryptoverse, guys. So before we start talking about the charts, I just want to let you guys know that these are personally coins that I think will potentially do well in July. I'm not saying that they will, I'm not saying that they won't, but these are just 3 coins that I think will potentially do well in July. So with that being said, let's get on into it. So first coin, as you guys can see, we're going to be talking about Luna, which is currently almost barely down, not even 1%, but the volume is increasing by 30% on this coin today. Market cap is at 2 billion, so not too high of a market cap, but it's ranked 34 on CMC. So let's hop into the chart for this. So I have some areas that I'm looking at for like major areas that we are going sideways in. So if you look at the daily chart on the right hand side, we also had some resistance and support back here for this green box here. We had some support, well, it was resistance, and then we flipped it and turned it to support here at $4. Pull up my drawing tool. Where is it? Here. So it was resistance here. We flipped it, used it as support, and then we broke through that, and it turned as flipped the resistance and then turned it up to support. So back here, this nice price cluster back here, I'm looking at this area here. We are also in this area right now for Luna. And if you, I just want to show you guys this real quick. I use this ray tool and I measure from the bottom to like see what the angle is looking like. It looks like this coin could potentially be, you know, coming down and potentially flattening, getting ready to go sideways potentially, but there's still potential for us to go to the downside depending on what Bitcoin decides to do. If Bitcoin plummets below 30,000, or not even 30,000, if it comes to test 30,000, a lot of coins tend to, you know, bleed and come down to test their previous supports also. So we have to watch out for that. So there's some levels that I'm looking at just in case Bitcoin does start to come down. We had some high volume back here in this little price cluster here, and if you look at it on a lower time frame, you can see it a little bit better. It's a price cluster up here, and then some more here on the way up, and then another level is down here around 70 cent, 80 cent. We had a lot of price close here. This is before we even took off, and there's also high volume here, so there's potential that when we come down here there will be a lot of buying down here, since there was previously a lot of volume here. So also some levels that I'm looking at for Luna. And then if we also throw on our Fibonacci from before we took off, let's get those levels, turn on log scale so we can find it. Yeah, so here, grab this low. See, are we above our 50% level? I doubt it. Yeah, we're well off from our 50% from the crash. We are about, prices here, we're about 49% away. So we still got some movement to do before we can get back and potentially regain that bullish momentum that we had before the crash. So okay, on to the next coin, which is Cosmos. Cosmos is almost down 3% for the day. Trading volume is down about 15%. And the market cap is around the same as Luna's, 2.3 billion, and it's currently ranked at 41 on CMC. So let's hop on into the Cosmos chart. So Cosmos has been respecting this downward channel ever since pretty much May 19th, the day that changed the sentiment into, you know, everything's going to zero. But as you can see, we dipped below this channel for a little bit, then we came up and started to form this, you know, respecting it pretty much, which touched the bottom here, and then so yeah, we touched the bottom, came up, touched the top, about, say, that's a little bit more than halfway, came back up, just barely touched it, touched the bottom of the channel again, and then we came up and just recently touched it today actually. And it looks like we are going to be coming down some more. We're getting some high volume on these down bars here, and it looks like we got a total of, yeah, one down bar so far. but that's the 6 hour. And if you look at it, we only got one down bar for the daily chart on the right side. There's only one. So, but the volume is increasing on the way down, so that could be a sign of people, starting to sell off. But we also are at the bottom of this range here, or this box. If you go back, I think, yeah, here we didn't really use it too much, but we used it a little bit here, and then we used it here as support. It wasn't too much of but on a daily chart, it looks like we just went straight up. But if you look in at the 6 hour, let's go over. Let's actually go to the 4 hour so we can get some more data here. 4 hour chart, you guys can see here, used it. Here we used it. So yeah, we used it this area a pretty decent time, and then we came up, flipped it. You made a new area, which is all-time high. We were trading sideways on Cosmos for a very long time, and then we finally started to break out, and then the market crashed. But overall for Cosmos, if you go back, I think we get our zones here around $9, $10. We start to see some high volumes, which we are at now. We are at 11, so this could potentially be where we start to, base out, depending on Bitcoin. And if we get our little angle here, kind of looks like we may possibly be starting to round out. But then again, there's still potential that we could come down to these levels here around $7 and $4. But I think Cosmos will potentially be a good one for July. And then let's go ahead and hop on over to the last one that I think will be a good performer for July. And the last coin is Harmony One. I'll talk about this coin a lot on my channel. No, I'm not married to this coin. I just like it a lot because it's a very good project. But the reason why I think it will do good in July is because we got this here, this trend reversal pattern here, still intact. If we don't get a close below this level here, which is the 50% level for that trend that formed, if we don't get a close below that, then I think this is still in play here. And if you see, we are in a trend here, well, not a trend, a upward channel. We've been respecting it pretty nicely over these past few days here, and then on the daily chart here, we also been respecting it. As you can see, we're at the bottom of it, and we actually broke out of it a little bit, but we ended up using the 50% for this trend that formed as support. As you can see, we're pushing up off of it pretty nicely, but the price of Bitcoin is actually dipping right now. Here's minus 4%, and Harmony's down 5%. So I think if Bitcoin can start to recover some more this week, and we'll see some more action on Harmony going up. And then let's check this on the hourly chart, just to see what's actually going on right now. We are within this box still. We're at the bottom of it, and it looks like we are still within this box. As long as we don't break this box, then I think we are pretty, well off to continue. Maybe we get a bounce off the bottom of this channel, come up to the middle, which would be, here, which is our resistance as of right now. Or you could consider the top of the box the resistance, because we come up to the top. This was a breakout of the box, and it was, more of a fake out. We broke out of the box, came back down, sat on the top of the box, and it failed. Then we came to the bottom of the box, bounced to the middle of the channel. Maybe we see that again. Maybe we, come down, bounce, do the same thing, and bounce to the middle of the channel, since we got some resistance up here. If we can get a break of this box and continue up, then maybe our next level of resistance is somewhere around here, which is the 7.5 cent. So yeah, 7.5 cent, or 7.2 pretty much, or 0.072, excuse me. And then we have some more resistance up here at 7.5 cents. So we got some pretty strong levels coming up. And then the next strongest level that was tested a lot is in between 8 cent and 8.5 cent, which is our next box, which is still within this here. If we continue to follow this, this channel up to potentially come break this yellow line, which is the downtrend that formed from the crash, pretty much. So with that being said, those are my top 3 coins that I think will perform pretty good in July. We got Harmony One, we got Terra Luna, and then we got Cosmos. There's obviously a lot more, but I don't want this video to get too long, so I did not put them in there. But these are the top 3 that I think will potentially do pretty good in July. I'm not saying they will be the top gainers, but I think they will, start to rise in their USD value. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you guys found something useful from this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, join my Discord channel if you want to come share your ideas, talk to a bunch of like-minded people, and help each other make money. Don't forget to check out my website. You can also subscribe to me from my website if you want to. But with that being said, hope to see you guys in the next one. Cryptoverse out of here.